Student, today I am going to teach you about the determiners, the third topic of the grammar, and uh, adjective. Now, what is mean by determiners? Determiners means a word that help us to identify or specify a noun, or a word which determines the noun, so that always determiner always comes before the noun. This is a important line, you have to learn it by heart. Determiners pointing out, it specifies the noun, so always determiners comes before the noun. See here, you can see after every determiner you can see noun. See, underline words are noun: water, information, then English, birds, and before that determiners are given. So before each noun, whenever any word is pointing out the noun, it determines the noun, it specifies the noun, that word we call the determiner. Now, difference between the possessive pronoun and possessive determiner. Now both the word, whichever words are used as a possessive determiner and whichever word is are used as a possessive pronoun are the same. You can see here, in example, his, same words are there. So but sometime it function as a pronoun, sometime it function as a determiners. Now what is the difference? Pronouns are the word which we use instead of the noun, and determiners are the word which we use to point it out the noun. Here you can see each words are used instead of the noun, and these words, which the same words are used as a determiner, like his pencil. It in the first sentence, this is his pencil. His is pointing out the pencil. Whose pencil? His pencil. My ball is new. Whose ball? My ball. So this my word is determining the ball, it pointing out the ball. So some these words are function as a determiner and these words are function as a pronoun. Just keep in your mind the definition. Pronouns are a word which we use instead of the noun, and determiners are a word which we use to pointing out the noun. Simply this only the important. Next, articles functioning as a determiners, or to the articles we called as a determiners. Now there are two kinds of article: definite article and indefinite article. Now indefinite or an, it is the indefinite article, means a word, see, uncountable. Here you can see on the page, uncountable nouns are never used with the indefinite article, means indefinite article like a or an always comes with the countable noun, comes with a countable singular noun. A और an का meaning ही होता है एक. So where we are using a or an is used with the countable singular noun, and when it is uncountable, at that time we never use any article. See here, there is a beauty everywhere in nature. Now beauty, it is a uncountable noun, you cannot count beauty in 1 2 3 form. So here in wisdom is a uncountable noun, so here no need to use the article. So the indefinite article always comes with the countable noun with a singular form, in a singular form. Now second kind of article, it is a definite article, that is the is the definite article. We have already mentioned something before. I saw a girl in the park. The girl was sitting under the tree. When first time you are talking about any noun, that time we are using indefinite article. When that noun is known by everyone, then instead that indefinite article will replace with the definite article. So both the speaker and the listener know who or what is being talked about. So here when it is known, well known, then that indefinite will turn into definite article, and to mention the specific noun we are using the article. So this is the use of the articles. From the right from first standard you are learning the article, so I don't think there is required to teach you in detail about the article. So this is all about the determiners. These 3 points only it comes: definition of determiner, difference between possessive pronoun and possessive determiner, and third it is a article. Next we will see the adjective. As I have said, that adjective is the third kind of parts of speech. I have already taught you about the parts of speech. So third parts of speech is the adjective. First two we have already seen, noun, pronoun. This adjective third part is again related with the noun. Noun means name of the person, place and thing. Pronoun means a word which we use instead of the noun. Now adjective means a word which qualifies, which modifies the noun, which gives more information about the noun. Information will be in this form: which, how much, how many, what kind. This information can be given by the adjective. So an adjective gives clarity to a sentence, or it clarifies the noun, it qualifies the noun. Such a word we call the adjective. Adjective mostly comes between the determiner and noun. My friend Manju is a famous dancer. Here it is a determiner, dancer is the noun. In between that, what it came? Adjective. So such a word we call the adjective. So adjective means a word which qualifies, which modifies, which specifies the noun. That word we call the adjective. Now how to form the adjective? We can form the adjective by joining or by adding the suffixes to the word, to the root word. So suffixes are this, which is there on in your book also. The same page I have given: full, less, like, y, ly, ish. Such suffixes we are joining to the root verb. Sometime it can be noun or it can be verb. So root verb, you know very well, a word which never carry any suffix or prefix, that called the root word. Now care, it is a root word. Act, it is a root word. Child, it is the root word. When we join ful, suffix ful will be joined and it will become careful. So this will, careful means the adjective. So here active act will turn into the active. This is again adjective. So by how to form the adjective? By joining a specific suffixes to the root word, we can form the adjective. Now the simile it comes. A simile is a phrase which compares two different things having a common quality. We use like and as word to specify, to compare two things. The sun is like a golden orange in the sky. So here the sun and the orange is compared with the color golden. So this golden is the adjective. It is presented by the use of the simile. Sohini is always as cool as the cucumber. Here Sohini and cucumber, both things, or Sohini's nature compared with the cucumber. Such a cool she was, by the use of cool word. So simile is used here, which modifies or which present the adjective. Next, degree of comparison, again important point. There are 3 degrees: positive, comparative and superlative. Positive degree, it used to compare only, or it presents only one thing. George Orwell was a famous writer. So about this sentence is about one writer. This chair is as old as my brother. So here about this sentence is about only one object. When only one object will be presented, or the basic form of an adjective is called the positive degree. It is used to describe the something or to compare similar qualities. दो similar, दो चीजों की, दो two nouns similar quality will be qualified by the adjective. Second kind of degree, it is comparative degree. Comparative degree always talk about two different things, or two things are compared with the each other. Two people are compared with the each other. Two places are compared with the each other by joining er, and sometime it can be the more. You can make the comparative degree by joining er suffix to the root word tall, taller, or sometime you can join more to the root verb, like more skillful, and plus than. So here comparative degree is comparing two things. Positive degree is presenting only one thing. This you have to keep in your mind. Now when to join er? If the word will carry only one syllable, that means one vowel, like tall, or only one vowel is there, so er is joined. In skillful, e and u, two vowels are there, so more is used here. So how to join er and how to use more? If the word carry one vowel, join er. If more than one vowel, then you have to use more instead of er. So here in comparison, comparative degree, two things are compared. Third degree is a superlative degree, in which one thing is shown the superest, or we can say the tallest or superlative in a super form. When we compare more than two people, things or places having the same quality, adjective is in the superlative form, so which can be shown the best among all or the worst among all. So Kanika is the tallest among her friends. Among all friends, she is the tallest one. Again, this is the most peaceful park I have ever seen. So again, like the same comparative degree, whichever word you are joining er, to the same word you have to join est, and the same condition is there. If the word will carry one vowel, join est. If more than one vowel, join most. So in this way you can write the degree of comparison. So degree of comparison also presenting the adjective. So I think you understood very well. These are all together the determiner and the adjective. Thank you. Have a nice day.